I sit here thinking about how when Muhammad, he got the information from the angel that gave him the Quran. It means the writing, but it was yet to be written. I think it means the writing, but I gotta check it. And see, after that, see, he went back to Khadijah because that was his latest. That was his latest. And she said, and Khadijah said, what happened? Why you gone so long? He said, because the angel gave me information. And he said, I didn't know who it was. And she called her, because Khadijah was Catholic. She was Catholic because she had the good holy cat. It was some good cat too. It was real good. She had some good cat. And she was Catholic. And he lit the whole hole. I lick all that cat. I lit that cat. It's a Cadillac. He said that's a cat I lick. It's a Cadillac. And then like to the east Blackwood. And it's probably a pink Cadillac. And it's probably very, very pink Cadillac. Like Aretha Franklin said, it's a pink Cadillac on Fifth Love. But anyway, I was saying, so he'll get me. So and then she brought the priest in. And he said, and then he said that was Jibrail or Jibrail, the Jibril, the mighty man, the strong man of God from strength. He deal with communications. Jibrail's Gabriel. But he can't see he being Braille. He be like, I can't see. That's why he's the Holy. In one instance, he was an example of the Holy Spirit that overshadowed, man. Because he said, I can't see you. So he said, ain't no lust involved. He said, if I see you and I look, it must be cold outside because I got purity oil in my beard, like coconut oil. See how it shines? And you can eat this too. I dip my crackers in coconut oil because crackers is unleavened bread. I eat the unleavened bread because there ain't that much leaven in it. Because when you put that leavened bread is when is that bread with rising bread, and you'll fall in love with that. You be like, ooh, it's the best thing since sliced bread. You don't want that. You don't want that bread. You want the unleavened bread, because that bread will have your bread basket on swole. You be walking around and like, hey, I'm hungry. Be like, I ain't got no food. Yes, you'll do. In your bread basket. You can't have that. I already ate it. Nuh-uh, I cut it up and get it. And they come cut your stomach open and they get the bread out the bread basket. You'll be like, see, he ain't even finished digesting it. It's still some good. And you can eat out of the person's stomach. Like when Samson fought the lion and then it was honey and bees inside of it. He was eating honey and bees. And then, but it wasn't no honey and bees. It was basically saying that it's honey and bees, what? That's the South African people. San Kwazan, South African people, it's bees. And I met a woman like that. She smelled like straight honey. I say she smelled like a flower. I say it smelled like honey. I say it's some toast, it's honey. And I thought, I say, you know what? I said, I don't drink wine or liquor, but I say I toasted that and put some honey on some toast. But I don't do that. Cause see, the leavened bread got wine in it. You can get drunk off bread. You can get drunk. You can get food drunk. Remember SpongeBob got ice cream drunk? He was drunk on ice cream. He was like, and another thing, Miss Krabs, you owe me money. But as I was saying, so I got sidetracked. So what happens was, Palestinians, Great Britain had that land called the Gaza Strip. They had that land. And they're gonna give it to the Palestinians. And they said, we don't want that. They say, you're trying to give us 5 and you really owe us 13. They said, we don't want that. So then they gave it to the Jewish people, and then they took it and they expanded upon it. And then that's how stuff started. And then next thing you know, then you have Russia. And they had Muhammad, they had Bin Laden. And they said, Bin Laden, you got to fight against Russia because you're a Muslim, and that's religion. And Russia don't deal with religion. Because there's communisms. They had, and see, Bin Laden said, I ain't got nothing in common with communism. He said, I ain't got nothing in common with communism. And then, because all they do is be over there coming. And he's like, you ain't got, he's like, how you gonna keep on coming over and over again and you ain't got no money for the kids? And then, China, they ain't have no protection because they threw off Great Britain too. See, Great Britain set that up. Great Britain don't like Russia. I don't think so. And they never did, because even when Russia went to see the Queen, he said she ain't right. He said she reptile. He said he don't trust her. He said he don't trust her. So I say, what's the difference? What's different? So I don't know. So, but then, so I say, okay. So then when I look into it, I say, so Great Britain. I mean, so they sent United States sent Mohammed bin Laden, because he was a CIA agent, and they sent him over there because they want him to start trouble and destabilize Russia, because Russia was not gonna let him have his religions. And so what ends up being is that he ends up, destabilizing a little bit, but not much. But China the same way. China got rid of Dalai Lama, because they say Buddha had little knots. Buddha had little Bantu knots, and he started eating. Cause Buddha had problems too. When Buddha he cured himself, he was some chick, and she bit him, and Buddha said, I have to go and I get myself right, and then he started eating everything. But after that, before that, he said no. He said no. He said, I'm not doing that. He say, but then what happened was, China got the Dalai Lama exiled. He in exile. He can't come back because he ended up making people have, and see, China, they got the worst human rights record in the history of humankind. They'll kill their own people. See, people thinking, oh yeah, I got Chinese in me. They don't care about that. They kill their own people. They'll kill you too. They don't care about you. You could be Chinese all day. Chinese folk don't like Chinese. When you see a Chinese movie, who they be fighting against? Other Chinese people. You ain't never see no Chinese movie where they be fighting some other people. They be fighting. They be fighting their own. They don't care about that. When you see Lee Man-Chu Ho be fighting Fong Song Lee. They don't give a damn about that shit. They don't care about that, boy. They don't care about that. They don't care about that. And you get social credit. See, well, they don't like. See, you can fight all day, but see, you can talk some junk. They don't like that. You can sit back and save all that energy and just cuss them out. You cuss them out, you win. I was on Mortal Kombat one day, and they didn't pull some dude out. He doing some kind of martial arts. I said, if you don't get that SHI out of my face, they said he fell out. It said flawless victory. It said flawless victory, cause that's how you wins. You gotta use that wind in your lung, your air. They'll be like, you real long-winded. They'll be like, you don't never stop talking. Oh, here come the bus. All right, man. Yeah, go. Oh, that ain't the bus. Okay, yeah. So you gotta be real long-winded. See what I'm saying? Cause that's how you win. You gotta be long-winded. It's like playing the dozens, but it'd be a baker's dozen. It'd be a baker's dozen. And with a baker's dozen, you can get 13. You know how much an extra egg? Well, that's extra cookies. I don't eat no cookies. She was like, the cookie been baking on the oven all night. I said, I don't eat no cookies. I say, what you bake the cookie with? She said, I bake with a yeast infection. I said, I don't eat no leaven bread. She said, you'll be loving this bread. I said, I ain't eating that. I ain't gonna be loving that bread, because you love the bread too much, and you don't want, you eat to live, not live to eat. And you eat, and you don't want to love your food. Because when you love your food, you'll be eating, not because you hungry, but just because you eat it, and it ain't no good. You gotta live. I mean, you gotta eat to live. Don't live to eat. So you can't be loving your food. That's why you can't be eating that loving bread. You be like, I love this bread. I know. Now you swore like a daggone whole loaf of bread. You might want to put that back on in the bread container and tie that top back up and buy some crackers. Get some unleavened bread. Cause hell, he knew what he was doing. He gave us concessions. We won't never supposed to eat no meat. He was like, you know what? He said, them fallen angels and came down and got in them. And he said, I can't get it out of them. He said, so I'm gonna let them eat just what they want to eat, just because they get on my nerves. Even Yeshua said it. He said, you faithless and perverse generation. He said, how long must I be with you? He said, how long must I be with you? Like saying my punishment, like saying that I did something in a previous lifetime. They sent me back down here for my punishment. I don't want to be down here messing with y'all. Y'all get on my nerves. Always ask questions, and then you know to answer the question. They just want to be silly. You got a cigarette? They know I smoke no cigarettes. They know good and well I smoke no cigarettes. They want, hey, you got a light. I ain't got no cigarette and no lighter. But I'm going to get me a lighter because I want to light a stick of dynamite and blow up some stuff around here. They're like, if I get a lighter and I don't smoke cigarettes, you better watch out. Because I might be the guy going Mad Bomber on the Muppet Show. Was it the Muppet Show? Remember the Mad Bomber on the Muppet Show? I think it was one episode of the Muppet Show. It's a little short dude. He like Gonzo. He had a real He like Gonzo, but he had like a real big beard. He had like a khaki jacket or some shit. He was a man bomb or something. I don't know. I gotta go back to the old episode. I'm in 10 minutes. Peace.